The weightage is 8 marks. You can expect one mark question. These three types of organic compounds have one thing in common, that is the carbonyl group. So you can see this is the structure of vanillin, which contains an OH group and an aldehyde group. The simplest ketone which we can find is acetone. Hello my dear students. Today I shall start with a new chapter, aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. First, we look into the weightage of this chapter. The weightage is 8 marks. You can expect one mark question, one 2 mark question and one 5 mark question from this particular chapter. It's a very important chapter in which you are learning lot of name reactions as well. Okay, so we'll see what do you mean by aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. What are aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids? All of these three functional groups or these three types of organic compounds have one thing in common, that is the carbonyl group. This group is called as the carbonyl group. Now, what is that which is attached to the carbonyl group makes the difference in aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. In aldehydes, to the carbonyl group, there is an R group and an H. So, I can tell that the aldehyde group is CHO group, that is this group. Okay, to which there is an R group which is attached. The R group can be alkyl group or an aryl group. Okay. Ketone contains carbonyl group to which there are two other groups which is attached, that is R and R dash, where R and R dash can be same alkyl group or different alkyl group, or one can be alkyl group, the other one can be aryl group, or both can be aryl group. Okay. So what is it? The R and R dash both can be same alkyl group or same aryl group, or one can be alkyl group, one can be aryl group. Then we call it as ketones. What are carboxylic acids? Carboxylic acids is carbonyl group containing OH group and an R group. Okay, so we also call it as COOH groups are carboxylic acid, to which R or R dash or alkyl or aryl group is attached. More about this I'll do once I finish aldehydes and ketones. Okay. Next is about aldehydes, carboxylic acids as well as ketones. They are found in plants and animal kingdom a lot. That is, they are a part of our biochemical processes. Also, what fragrances which we find around us. For example, vanilla essence smell it has got a very good fragrance, isn't it? That is because it contains vanillin, that is nothing but an aldehydic group. Okay, so you can see this is the structure of vanillin, which contains an OH group and an aldehyde group, which has got a nice fragrance. Similarly, salicylaldehyde or cinnamaldehyde, all of this has got a very nice pleasant smell. Okay, cinnamaldehyde is from cinnamon. Cinnamon has got a different smell, isn't it? It's got a nice fragrance. That is because of the presence of cinnamaldehyde. So commonly what we find pleasant fragrances which are there, that's either by aldehydes or ketones. Okay. Next is the nomenclature. Under nomenclature, first we'll study the common names of aldehydes. Under common names of aldehydes, these are derived from carboxylic acids, in which IC of the carboxylic acid ending is removed and aldehyde is added. For example, acetic acid was CH3COOH. Okay. Now, instead of COOH group, there is CHO group. So, acetic acid acid. So this is removed and aldehyde is added. So acetaldehyde is the name. Okay. Or to find out the location to which the CHO group is attached, we will write it with the letters alpha, beta, gamma, delta, etc. For example, benzene ring with aldehyde, we call it as benzaldehyde. Now, in this compound, we have CHO group to which carbon atom is attached, we call it as alpha. Its neighbor is beta, its neighbor is gamma. To the beta carbon atom, we have bromine which is attached. That's why the name will be beta bromo, 4 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, butyraldehyde. Okay, this is the common method of naming aldehydes, where we are using full word aldehyde for the naming. Okay, common name of ketones we shall see. It is derived from naming two alkyl or aryl groups bonded to carbonyl carbon. Okay, or the carbonyl group. Okay, the location of the substituents again alpha, alpha dash, beta, beta dash, and so on it can be used. The simplest ketone which we can find is acetone, that is nothing but dimethyl ketone. We can name it as dimethyl ketone or common name is acetone. Okay. Now, if there is a benzene ring which is attached, then the prefix is added to phenone and the prefix is of the acyl group, that is alkyl group with the CO group, we call it as acyl group. So you write the name of the acyl group and then end it with phenone. For example, you have acetyl group here, so this is acetophenone. Okay, now here you have 1, 2, 3, 3 carbon atoms, so it is propiophenone. Okay, and here 2 of them also is benzene ring. So one will be the prefix, one will be the suffix or the phenone group. So what we write it as benzophenone. So benzene group with the phenone group. We call it as benzophenone. So this is the common method of naming the ketones. Next is the IUPAC naming. Under IUPAC naming, what are the rules which we require? Now, when the functional group CHO group is present, then the root word suffix, that is the secondary suffix. In IUPAC name, what are the parts we have? We have prefix, we have root word, then we have primary suffix, secondary suffix. Secondary suffix will be AL, isn't it? And when it is ketone, C double bond O group is present, it is ONE. Okay. Prefixes, if any substituent is there, root word gives us the number of carbon atoms and the longest chain should contain the carbon atom of aldehyde or ketone and the lowest possible number should come to the carbon atom of the functional group, and the primary suffix will tell us about whether there is a carbon-carbon double bond or single bond or triple bond present, isn't it? So these are the methods of naming. Now for example, the same rules are there for aldehydes as well as ketones. Only when CHO group is attached to a ring or it is there as a suffix, okay, where you are not numbering this carbon atom at all, it is present on the ring, then we use the word carbaldehyde. Now this is cyclohexane in which one hydrogen is substituted with CHO group. So it is cyclohexane, full you write, ending with carbaldehyde. Now here you have a benzene ring with aldehyde group and nitro group. So there are two methods of naming. Either you can write 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4 nitrobenzaldehyde, because benzene ring with CHO group, common name and IUPAC name are both benzaldehyde. Okay, IUPAC name is also benzaldehyde, common name also is benzaldehyde, that is IUPAC has adopted the name benzaldehyde, common name as IUPAC name. So you can write this as 4 nitrobenzaldehyde, or I can also write it as 4 nitrobenzene carbaldehyde. That is, even this is a substituent, this is a substituent, but this has got the first preference, that carbon atom to which CHO group is attached. So what we will write? 4-nitro. This is benzene ring. So I'll write benzene carbaldehyde. So this is other way of naming. Okay. So we will see the IUPAC name of different compounds here. You can see 3 columns in which first the structure, common name and the IUPAC name is there. So the first one, here only one carbon atom. Remember, as the functional group itself has the carbon atom, you're going to number that, and that has to get the lowest possible number in the longest carbon chain. So here we have only one carbon atom of the aldehyde group itself. So the root word is meth. No carbon-carbon single bond. So it is methanol because it's aldehyde group. So the IUPAC name is methanol. The common name is formaldehyde. Okay. Next you can see this is 1, this is 2. So the common name is acetaldehyde. Okay. That is from acetic acid it's derived. And what is the IUPAC name? 2 carbon atoms. So root word is eth. Between the carbon atoms there is no double bond. So it is an, and E is removed and we put al. So it is ethanol. Okay. Now here what is this compound? It is nothing but, I'll write it here for y'all, CH3, CH, CHO with CH3 group. Okay. So how will you number this? It is 1, 2, this is 3 or this is 3, one and the same. So second carbon atom has got the CH3 group. So the name will be 2-methyl, 3 carbon atom. So root word is propanol. Okay. Next one, you have a cyclohexane to which you have CH3 group and the CHO group which is present. So the common name is gamma methyl cyclohexane. So this is cyclohexane 1, 2, 3 alpha, beta, gamma they have put and they have written as gamma methyl cyclohexane. Okay. But what will be the IUPAC name? That's more important for us. So this is the first carbon atom, second, third. So the third carbon atom has got the methyl group. The first carbon atom has got the carbaldehyde group. Correct? So it is 3-methyl cyclohexane carbaldehyde. Okay? I hope you are following. Next, if you see, this is the first carbon atom, this is second and third. To the second, OCH3 is attached. If you want me to write this again, I shall do that. It is here CH3, CH, OCH3, CHO. Okay. This is the side chain. This gets the number 1, 2, 3. So the name of the compound is 2-methoxy. Second carbon atom has got OCH3 group. So it is 2-methoxy propanol. Okay. Next is very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atoms. First one is CHO group. So it is pentanol. Correct. Next we have something with the double bond. So it is 1, 2, 3. So in 1, 2, 3, between the second and the third you have the double bond. So you will write prop, root word, 2-ene, that is between second and third double bond. So 2-ene ending with al. Okay. So it is propene. So or you can write 2-propanol also, it is right. Okay. Here it is benzene ring with 2-CHO group, that is phthalaldehyde, common name. IUPAC name is, you are not numbering these two. Benzene ring 2 are attached. So you write it as, this is the first carbon atom, second carbon atom. So benzene 1, 2 dicarbaldehyde. What is it? Benzene 1, 2 dicarbaldehyde you are going to write. Whenever you don't number the carbon atom of the CHO group, remember you have to use the suffix carbaldehyde, especially in the ring structure. Okay. Now here again you have 2 aldehyde group and bromine. So it is 1, 2, 3. So what will be the name now? It will be 3-bromobenzene, 1,2 dicarbaldehyde. Correct, no? 3-bromo, third carbon atom, bromine. So 3-bromo, benzene ring. First and second carbaldehyde. So it is 1,2 dicarbaldehyde. Okay. So this is the naming of aldehydes. Now what about ketones? Ketones is very simple. I told you it will end with ONE, isn't it? You have to write the correct number, which is the carbonyl carbon atom. Okay. And it should get the lowest possible number. So first one here we'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or the other way of numbering is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I number it like this, the carbonyl carbon here, it gets 4. So this is wrong and this is correct. Pentan is the root word. Second carbon atom is the carbonyl group. So it is pentan 2-one. What is it? It is pentan because carbon-carbon no double bonds. Pentan. You have to write 2 because second carbon atom is the carbonyl group. So it is 2-one. Okay. Similarly, this one particular, I shall write the structure here for y'all. It is CH3, CH, CH3, C double bond O. Then you have CH, CH3, CH3. Now, how will you write the name of this compound? First, we will number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way also, this is going to get 3 only as the number. So, no change. So, what will be the name? Second carbon atom and the fourth carbon atom has got the methyl group. So, it is 2,4 dimethyl. Root word is pentan. And third carbon atom is the carbonyl group. So, it is 3-one. So, it is 2,4 dimethyl pentan 3-one. Okay. Next one we will see. Here, first one, or I can tell, this is the carbonyl group, C with double bond O. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, second carbon atom has got the methyl group. So, it is 2-methyl cyclohexanone. 2-methyl cyclohexanone. Okay. The last one is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, here you have 2, CH3 2 times written. So, how is the compound? It is actually this way. I shall write it here for you all. So, it is CH3, C, CH3, double bond, CH, CO, CH3. So, how will you number this? 1, 2, 3, 4. This can be 5 or this can be 5, one and the same. Okay. So, the fourth carbon atom has got the methyl group. So, it will be 4-methyl pent, but third and fourth carbon atom has got the double bond, 3-ene. Second carbon atom is the carbonyl group. So, 2-one. So, it is 4-methyl pent 3-ene 2-one. So, I hope you have understood all the naming of aldehydes and ketones. What about carboxylic acids, ma'am? I will do it later as a separate topic. Carboxylic acids I will not be mixing up with any of the preparations or any of the properties. I shall do it aloof separately, like naming, preparation, chemical properties separate for carboxylic acids. Okay. So, next class we will be learning about the structure of the carbonyl group and preparation of aldehydes and ketones. So, I hope you have understood today's class. Thank you, my dear children. Stay tuned, stay focused.